Today on Missing Number. The Mystery of Thisgameis.fun, an incredibly obscure, fully playable creepypasta game that may contain a virus. Missing Number starts now. In June 2024, a Reddit user named RhinoDriver18 made a post about a weird website that they discovered while using a search engine that indexes old websites. Rhino said that it was their hobby browsing old sites since it was nostalgic. The site in question is thisgameis.fun, and it's for an unnamed sci-fi first-person shooter game for Windows XP that requires DirectX 9. The game is described as a cosmic journey where you unravel the secrets of the universe and discover what lies within its depths. A download link for the game is provided alongside a message that assures users that the game is safe to download and that no payment is required. However, beneath the text is a picture of a laptop giving a poison apple to an iMac. It's a cheeky way of saying that the game has a virus in it. It's pretty odd, and the entire site in general is strange. One of the weirdest things is a link that directs users to an unrelated site dedicated to ugly cars. Two YouTubers in particular were intrepid enough to install the game, despite VirusTotal flagging it as malicious. However, in order to get the game running, they needed to install an outdated driver. Upon launching the game, a sci-fi looking main menu appears as incongruous background dance music plays. Then when starting a new game, the player is immediately spawned into a level with no story or tutorial. Hostile enemies then appear, and the player has to shoot their way through a neighborhood.
It's loaded!
Want to be ransomware?
I'm sure it is.
At one point, the player has to hit a switch that seemingly deactivates a path-blocking barrier. The level ends when a briefcase full of cash laying next to gold bars is taken. This is more than just a bare-bones creepypasta game. There's actual gameplay, and it looks like the game was made with an early 2000s game maker like FPS Creator. Things get more interesting when the second level starts. The gameplay and ambiance completely changes as it now feels like you're playing a slow-paced mystery horror game. The level is set in an empty nighttime seaside fishing town that has a mysterious abandoned underground bunker. There are various rooms, and one in particular contains just a chair and ball. It's unsettling since the other rooms are more furnished, and you have an idea of what they were used for. Here, not so much. While exploring, you'll come across several doors that are either welded shut or barred from the other side. There are also letters you can read that collectively explain that something happened to the village. There's an omnipresent darkness and constant whispering that's making people scared or go mad. The letters also mention that the tunnels hide secrets, while the ocean whispers secrets. Furthermore, there's a melody that someone created that has a strange magic to it, as if the notes themselves are alive with stories of the deep. The author of one letter in particular talks about how her lover, a pianist, vanished into the abyss as the lurking deep cast a sinister embrace. If you like this video so far, be sure to subscribe, like, and click the bell icon for notifications. If you have any gaming myths, mysteries, oddities, or Easter eggs, be sure to let me know. You can also check out my other YouTube channel and watch me live on Twitch. The links are in the video description. Now back to the show. At some point, things unravel after completing a minigame where you attach electrical wires.
What was noise?
I have no idea what noise was.
There's new sounds for Z.
An ominous creature chases you, and to escape it, you have to go through a previously locked door that leads to a chateau. From here, you discover more strange things, like a bedroom drawer containing something wet. You then find a letter describing how two neighbors seem to be hiding something, which then leads to a secret room containing a real-life 1972 painting by William Stoneham. In real life, the painting is said to be haunted. Eventually, the game ends when you reach a dead end, and a message appears prompting you to insert Disc 2, which isn't available. On the game's website, a Hotmail email address is provided, and when a Reddit user named Ironhoth emailed the site's owner about the game, the owner responded saying that the game is an unfinished experimental project that ended in 2013. The owner no longer had the physical discs, but the game's files were still on their old hard drives, and that they probably needed to compile the game to get it running without the engine. However, it doesn't appear that Disc 2's contents were ever uploaded. Even though the game is incomplete, it would seem as if it's based on H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu-related book called The Shadow over Innsmouth. It's about a man who discovers that a coastal fishing town in Massachusetts has been taken over by cultists who are half human, half sea monsters. The cultists would sacrifice humans to sea creatures called the Deep Ones in exchange for prosperity in the form of fish and gold. One day, however, the Deep Ones attacked the town and mated with the humans whose offspring would eventually fully transform into Deep Ones. They would then travel to an ancient underwater city to live there for eternity. So that's what may have happened in this game, but it's unknown if the bunker was built because of the Deep Ones or something else. There's actually another game that's very similar to this one called Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. I happened to review it on my other channel. Both games take place in a fishing town, and both have a theme about the mysteries of the deep. There's also the presence of letters, gold, sci-fi elements, and environmental contextual text in both games.
It seems to depict the summoning of the fishmen by the casting of discs into the ocean waves.
And lending further credence that this game is based on Lovecraft's work is an in-game newspaper that can reportedly be found on a dock that features a picture of Lovecraft himself. As for how this game was made, it may be an asset flip created using FPS Creator, since this object can be seen in other games. The game files were also apparently last modified on June 30th, 2012. However, the game's website was not created in the early 2000s as you're led to believe. According to domain information websites, it was created on September 23rd, 2024. The registrar data also includes an address that points to the capital of Iceland. People only really became aware of this game after Rhino posted about it on Reddit, but after they made the post, their Reddit activity stopped. So it's possible that the game was created by Rhino as some sort of creepypasta-like mystery.